Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It is St. Patrick's Day. I am wearing my Lucky Grogu shirt. Yeah. Love Star Wars and everything, for those of you who don't know that. Today we're going to be doing... Oop, knock that over. We're going to be doing Borax crystals. Yeah. Borax crystals is a physical change, not a chemical change. In science, there's physical changes and there's chemical changes. Physical changes where you do not alter the chemical makeup of an object or item. So, the science behind the borax crystals is very simple. You create a saturated solution between borax and hot water. Because of heat, the molecules in the borax expand, and then as it cools, they contract, leaching, and then the borax leaches out of the water and creates crystallization. So that's the science behind this. So I've known about this for a long time, this experiment, just haven't done it until about a week before Valentine's Day. My social media started blowing up with this experiment. I didn't have a borax at the time, so it took me about a week after Valentine's Day to do it. But I made this little heart or pretzel, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I made that. And today I want to try and make some more. This is kind of my like painting eggs kind of thing for this year, I think, because we used to have the entire family come over and paint eggs and everything, dozens upon dozens of eggs. And we haven't done that in a while, so I'm gonna do this instead. But let me turn you towards it. So there's my eggs, so to speak. We've got each infinity crystal. Yeah, 6 infinity crystals. We got orange, green, red, yellow. I've got 2 purples because I don't have a blue pipe cleaner. So as the borax cools and those crystals and the borax leaches out, and it will stick to this and begin crystallizing. I'm gonna put this up a little bit more. The idea is the longer it takes to cool, the more crystals will form on it and everything, which is probably kind of hard because it's actually 20 degrees outside right now. Yeah, it snowed last night. Yeah, I'm in northern Kentucky. And I'm in the basement. Thankfully I'm next to the furnace. Well, the boiler, not furnace. So hopefully that'll put off some heat and we'll be able to do this. So yeah, just give me a minute. I will go boil some water and we will get going. Okay guys, so now we gotta let that sit 24 hours. Yeah, in that solution. Like I said, the borax, right now, the molecules are stretched because of the heat. As they cool down, they will compress, leaching out that borax into the solution, and therefore it will grab onto the pipe cleaners, and then crystallization will take place. So that's where we're at. Let these sit 24 hours. See you guys tomorrow. So it is a new day, guys. Yeah, it is March 18th. I hope you all enjoyed your St. Patrick's Day. Had a safe St. Patrick's Day and everything. So the solution has cooled, and I was filming, and then all kinds of stuff happened. I pulled the pipe cleaners out of the solution. I've dumped the solution already because I wanted to show you that. But here is what we have. Yeah, I was kind of nervous about the purple and the orange because you have yellow, red, excuse me, yellow, red, blue, and green, and then you have to mix those in order to get the orange and the purple. But the orange came out a lot better than I thought it would, and this one, which I thought was the blue, you can see the pipe cleaner through it, so it gives it more of a purplish color. But that's the end result. I pulled these out and everything. Reminds me a lot of the Marvel Infinity Stones. Yeah, that's where that's at. Now, yesterday you guys saw me just dumping the borax into the cups and everything. There's actually a recipe for doing this. It's 1 cup of water to 3 tablespoons of borax. But I am also trying. You don't just have to do it this way. You can dump the solution in all kinds of stuff, and over time, as the solution cools, crystals will form. So as you can see, down in there, I've got a bunch of crystals, different color crystals that I am going to harvest and use for another project. There you go, different color crystals and everything. Like I said, these remind me of the Infinity Stones from the Marvel movies and everything. Hey, that looks really good. But there's a bunch down the bottom of that. That's why I was just dumping borax into the cups. I wasn't measuring them out. Got a little bit of... Yeah. But that's where we're at, guys. Let me show you again. There you guys go. Like I said, red, yellow. This is actually purple. Well, either one of these, purple or blue. Green and orange. But there you go. That is the borax crystal experiment that I've wanted to do. Disclaimer: you're working with hot water, so be careful. Don't burn yourselves. Kids, don't do this without an adult present. Adults, don't do this without somebody, well, on 911. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you so much for watching. I've got so many other builds coming up because Friday is actually the beginning of spring. Yeah, you guys are seeing this in April, but it's actually March 18th, like I said earlier. So spring is actually Friday. Hopefully we're going to get some really good weather so I can get into the garage and do stuff. I'm an amateur cosplayer, so I do props for my cosplay, but I also am a lover of cinema, so I have numerous props that I actually just want to have, like Indiana Jones, Star Wars, numerous other genres. So you will be seeing me make props and everything. I am a modeler and diorama maker, so you guys will see that. I have plenty of action figure action figure videos that I'm going to do where I modify action figures. So yeah, just stay tuned. Keep an eye out. You're going to see tons of RC too. I got how many RC builds and mods and everything I'm going to be doing. Carpentry, you're going to be seeing that. So yeah, just stay tuned. Like I said, we're going to spring, so I'm going to be able to get into the garage and knock some stuff out. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Yes, I want to hear what you guys are making. I want to hear ideas for future builds and everything. I want to hear about new materials and new methods of making stuff. So yeah, leave comments, please. Thank you so much once again. I appreciate you. I will see you later.